And honestly, that's where we want to head. And so we've been really, really, lucky and a lot of hard work to get to a position where we're trending that way.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I'm excited today. We have another fantastic guest. And listen, this guy, what he do, the company that he's connected with, they know their market. They are experts at what they do, expert in their space, and they have figured out how to dominate the market. And so I'm excited for him to walk us through how exactly that happened, how it is, that they came to dominate the market. And so I want to introduce you guys to Mr. Kevin Falk. Mr. Kevin, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, Q. How are you doing?
Man, doing good, doing good. Again, excited to have you here. And to be honest, man, I just want to dive in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. I would love for you to maybe, if you're okay with it, give us a little origin story. How did you get involved in real estate? What brought you here to real estate? And then also what markets you're operating in. So, Mr. Kevin, the floor is yours, sir.
Yeah, I'm Kevin Falk, owner, founder, and partner of Nordic Partners Investments and Nordic Real Estate. We're out of the Pacific Northwest here in Seattle, Washington. Kind of backstory on us. Been local for 37 years or 38 years now, and been in real estate the whole time since I graduated from the University of Washington. We know our market exceptionally well because we've been here, we've been renters in it, we've been owners in it. And, over time working for large institutional companies like CBRE, Kidder Matthews, managing for Microsoft, Meta, T-Mobile, Amazon. When you start working with those, larger institutional clients, you understand the fundamentals of what it is to really build an exceptional business. And then when you can take that and roll it into a startup, and then you also have your market knowledge, it's a lot easier to really build a sustainable business. And, our origin story is, we started our company, me and my business partner, with $1,000 each. So $2,000. And, we're brushing up on $70,000 or $70 million in real estate. It's been an exceptional coming up on 5 years of the business. And we're just so excited about where we're headed. We've been on a bunch of podcasts and talked about kind of how we got there. I think the cool thing maybe we can talk about is like what we're looking to go after, where it's going, why we think that, what we think of the market, why we're so bullish on Seattle, and just what it is to kind of also build a good business, and why we're so lucky to have such a system that we have to replicate in the ecosystem that we built with our employees and our staff.
Absolutely. And man, thank you for that. And I'm so glad you mentioned systems, because I do want to talk about systems a little bit. I'm going to ask this question. I would love for you to answer it 2 ways, if that's okay. I would love to know some business strategies that you use, core business strategies that help you and help you find success. But I also would love to know some personal strategies that you use also that kind of sustain you as a person while you're finding success in business. And, I know some people do gym, exercise, and different things like that. So what are some core, business strategies and core personal strategies?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Yeah, for the business, I wish my partner Jeff was on here because he's the the astronaut of the business when it comes to systems.
Yeah.
He's got it down pat. Just that's why you have to also have in business, you have to have people that complement each other. Like I do a
Hmm.
lot of the business development, the capital raising. I mean, we all wear the hats, but a lot of the property management setup and development there. Jeff does a lot of the tax work, the contract work when we're buying deals. A lot of the internal business structure systems and operations. And I mean, also then he wears the hats, he raised money too. But then we have our business partner, Jacob Wilson, who handles a lot of the financial debt and structure. So making sure that everyone is really using their best skills and talents, I think is the most important. And then we have all our employees from our property managers, Will Thompson, Emmanuel Bass, Carter, Custer. I mean, then I could name everybody off. They're all so good at what they do. I think the biggest thing in business is hiring good quality talent. And then once you find them, make them happy, keep them. Don't a lot of people will circle around in the real estate market. It happens a lot. We're sending two of our employees to Augusta, Georgia this year for the Masters. They earned it,
Hmm.
right?
Huh.
So we're a KPI based company. So if you
Yeah.
hit your metrics, if your delinquency is low and your occupancy is high and your tenant satisfaction is good and your renewals are great, you're going to have really good numbers and metrics. So you get rewarded for that. If it's the opposite, it's addressed or we move on. And I think being able, all those old quotes are kind of silly, but people think it, but they actually are resonating and they work well. Like hire slow, fire fast. Like that's just how you have to be as an entrepreneur in a group that's moving in a direction for success and mass or kind of acceleration with the company. And then personally, I mean, I think the biggest one for me personally was sobriety. Um,
Hmm.
being just completely fully aware 24/7, 365, because we have fiduciary duties to our clients. And I'm not saying that people can't drink and can't win, but I'm saying for me personally, and it's funny how it's translated with I think 90% of our company does it. Like when we go out to our company holiday party, we don't provide alcohol just because no one drinks it. Because everyone's
Hmm.
just really focused on their health, really focused on their mental, really focused on their careers, really focused on their personal, relationships, their family. And when you have that kind of power of positivity and everyone's really working for the same goals personally and professionally, it really resonates through a business and extremely strong. So, we have millions of dollars of investor money. So for me personally, like I just have to be sharp 24/7 because this is a business that is 24/7. And if you want to, I would want to say get to the very high institutional, like name brand top 10 real estate company in the nation, you can't miss. So
Yeah.
that's really big for us. And honestly, that's where we want to head. And so we've been really, really, lucky and a lot of hard work to get to a position where we're trending that way.
Absolutely. Now, I love it, man. I always say, um, community is all about common unity. People that are united in common unity, hitting in the right direction. So I absolutely love how you said, "Listen, we don't even put alcohol out because like none of us drinking. Like, we all on the same page here. We trying to keep a sober mind, a clear head, and so I hear that for sure, man. Um, so let me ask you this: while you was building Nordic, have you faced any type of adversity? Has it been smooth sailing, or has there been some bumps in the road as you was building?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
I think if you take that outside work, the inside work, when they overlap, and you're doing the personal development and all the other work so that you're really dialed in across the board, you're going to always have problems. But if you're in that flow state where you're almost like personally, I get excited for the failure. I get excited for the problems because that's where I'm going to develop the most. If
Mm,
everything is 100% smooth sailing, you're going to be stagnant. Like
mm,
we've had so many good things come from so many of the problems in the business. Oh, we didn't get this deal. Well, we found another better one. Well, this deal went sideways, not sideways, but like we had a problem with part of this construction. Okay, well, the next one, we're going to put parameters in place that doesn't happen. And there's been a reason why we've never done a capital call in 4.5 years during a recession market. So that, none of our investors have ever had to cut us another check. Our entire internal investment arm that we have, because we also have third party, which we've taken over some tougher assets that have delinquency. We've never had to do an eviction on our personal assets, and we've never had delinquency. So all of
mm,
our tenants pay rent because we have a really good system. We renovate to a high product. We pick A+ neighborhoods, and we have a strict kind of rental requirement where it just breeds a good community that people that want to come pay rent, take care of their unit, be nice to each other. And then a big thing for us is giving back to the community. So we also I've been in the Big Brother program for 7 years. So been mentoring a young man, making sure he gets some financial literacy that I didn't receive in college. I didn't really become, financially smart until I was in my mid 30s almost.
yeah, yeah,
It's something that I personally think we don't give too much to kids so that people are in the system longer. So that was something I wanted to do to give back. And then also within our business, we've gotten 20 women off the street in city of Seattle because you got to get this year alone to a place that they can call safe and home that are battered or sex trafficked. Because we do have an epidemic. I wouldn't say an epidemic, but we have a pretty serious problem on Aurora Avenue. And we work with a group of ladies that are helping them get out of that system, out of that lifestyle, get off the drugs and alcohol, get off the prostitution, and get somewhere where they can turn their life around. And we've got a few that are working in parks and recs, back working normal jobs, back taking care of their kids, no longer getting, abused. That is better than doing any deal. That's better than doing any type of business successes. Help you kids. You can't invest in the communities if you don't invest in the people that are around it. And we got to do
mm.
better as a society to help, the erosion that we're seeing through just people in general. So if there's anything we can do on the micro level to help a small amount, and maybe that echoes out for more people to do the same, it's a win for us all.
Man, that's incredible. Where does that passion come from? That passion of helping the community, that passion of getting people off the streets. How did that work its way into your business processing?
Just came from growing up in a household where my parents were incredible people.
Mm,
Mother and
mm,
father. My dad was a mechanic. He'd see it, we'd be driving home from a game soaked in mud and football, like, hey, can we get home? I need to take a shower. But see someone broke down on the street and pull over, change their tire for him, learning from, just good, genuine people and, having good background in family. And then just watching guys that I know that weren't just financially happy, but were truly internally, their soul was happy. Cause I
yeah.
think that's the ultimate goal for humans. And what did I see those guys doing? They gave back.
Mm,
And my business partners are the same way. They're always genuine. We got a big thing down in Arizona in January for a big, huge real estate event with we're sponsoring with our co-group Crux Commercial Partners.
mm,
Um, and the proceeds go to Arizona's Children's Hospital. Like,
yeah.
got to give back to the people that are less fortunate, the kids, the women that are struggling in general, just period, anyone that needs help. That we can do, something to give back as we keep winning. That'll just, it brings good karma. Like, I swear, I was just joking about it with someone. Like, we had a huge flood in Washington this last 2 weeks. Well, we just
Mm,
bought a property in that flood zone. Property didn't get damaged. I don't know how. Everywhere else,
boy,
water. We were
come on,
property. We closed it, and it just didn't get any damage. Why?
come on.
Maybe because we're helping others, right? Maybe there's something bigger that's above us that's saying, hey, let's take care of these guys because they take care of others. We're just all about that ecosystem, man, and it's a good life.
Yeah, bro, you are the exact. When I tell people all the time on the podcast that at the foundation of a sustainable business is servitude. You serve people, you will be around for a long, long time. And you are proof. Like that, what you just said is 100% correct. We can't explain it. We just know that our building didn't get damaged. There was no flood. Listen, look, we can explain it, but we can't explain it. But we can explain it, but we can't explain it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Completely agree. And that's been our
Sure.
motto. It's like our investors come first, our tenants come first, our vendors come first. Let's get them paid. All the people that we work with, they come first. The community comes first. Nordic comes last. But if everyone else is
Yeah.
winning, we're still going to get ours. So it's like, that's just the best way to have it, is if you go out and do the service, just like you said, the rest
Yeah.
is history.
Everybody got to come putting their best foot forward. So I hear it. I see why, because y'all doing big things. I see it.
Yeah, it has to be complete and total alignment. And the other thing is like, me and, it comes from the top down. Like I'll go in and lease. I help my leasing agent. She texts me at, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I got a response within 5 minutes. It's like, we care. That's the biggest thing I think in general across the board, society, business, whatever you want to call it, personal relationships, family, put in the time, effort, and just care. If you care, you get solutions. And then you get success. So it's real simple. And honestly, everyone will always say, like, how'd you guys do it? How'd you get the success? How's this all coming together? Honestly, it's not hard. If your heart's in it, if you're passionate about it, if you show up every day, if it's no nonsense, and if you give back out into the world, you reap the benefits for sure.
Absolutely, man. This is so great. I was literally reading everything you're talking about right now. I was literally reading this about 5:30 this morning. I was reading about, like, when you refresh others, you yourself will be refreshed. Like when a lazy person cannot expect to receive anything. I mean, all these different things. So I mean, you are really standing on principles that work, and they're prudent, and they've been around for a long time. And so you have core principles that's going to sustain your business for years and decades to come. You'll be passing your business down to your kids, and they'll be passing down to their kids' kids, because this is built on, the right foundation. You know what I mean?
And that's all we want. It's like life's too short. It goes quick. Just surround yourself around good people, do good business practices, and you get good results. Then you find internal peace. It's crazy. We talk to a lot of people, and they're always, whenever we're explaining the business, it's like, oh, that must be so stressful. You're raising all this money. You got all these deals going. You got all this stuff. I've never been more stress-free, zero anxiety, and living in more internal peace than I have sitting here today. And it's because we're just surrounded. And it's also who you surround yourself around. We got all these great employees, all these great vendors, most of our tenants. Don't get me wrong. Hey, we run into some that I've been called every name in the book this year, probably even the last month. There's always going to be one-offs and exceptions, but a majority of the time, our tenants love us. We get great reviews online. Our employees are happy to show up for work. We take care of them. We're sending them here. We're doing this there. They're in a pickle or a jam. Kevin, hey, can you help us out? Yeah, I got you. No problem. It's like, it's just, and then my business partners, I can't talk about it enough. Jeff and Jacob, like, we tell each other often, hey man, I love you, bro. It's such a great time. This is such a journey together. Anything you need, how can I help you? What's going on? Caring about it. And not even just talking business, like, hey, how's your day?
Yeah.
What's going on? What can we do for you? Let's get together. Let's break some bread. Let's sip a cup of coffee. Let's do something. It's just fun. I was in the corporate world for a long time, and I learned so much, and I have nothing negative to say about it. It got me to where I'm at today, but it just was not this. It was lacking this. And that is what's so powerful. And that's why everyone's like, it's so infectious when we're talking to Nordic. You guys care, the energy, all this stuff. It's because we've just built something that everyone is excited to be around. And we just, it's great, man. It's infectious for sure.
I love it, man. So listen, let me ask you this. What's the next real goal for Nordic? Like, are you looking to scale something, solve something? Like, what's the next real goal for Nordic?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I can quickly unpack it. Like, our first goal was to do a deal. Well, all right, we did that. Then our first one was to get to 100 units. All right, we did that. Now we're
Mm.
buying 100-unit buildings. So we're doing that. So like we want to get to 1,000 units in ownership. Then we want to get to 5. Then we want to get to 10. I think that that's a pretty good number if we can get to
Yeah.
10,000 that we own in the next, 5 to 10 years.
Gotcha.
Maybe it might take a little longer, but 2 decades tops. Let's just say that. And we would like to be one of the top groups. Like we're coming for the Gray Stars, the Avenue Fives. I love those groups. I think they do well. Nothing negative, but like we're gonna throw our hat in the ring.
Yeah.
We're coming to be a player, and it's just gonna take time, and it's that constant progress over time. We're not gonna get there tomorrow. We're not gonna get there in 5 years, but in 10 or 20, and if you take 1% gains and you get those compound over and over, you're gonna get massive results. So I think the biggest thing is stay in our lane, continue to put out the product. The rest starts coming. Like we've done no marketing.
Hmm.
We have a little bit of LinkedIn blast that we say, hey, we got an account or we just bought a building, but like out there marketing, we have done zero. We've raised 30, 40 million bucks to date. We've started our property management arm 18 months ago. We're brushing up on 1,500 units. Like it's just and it just is all coming in. It's all referral based. And once we're able to get a little bit more time and step away from the business on the ops, which I don't know exactly when that'll be, but we'll have we can get some more directors in place and stuff like that. Then we can really start, spooling up more of the in-person meeting marketing and really pour gas on it. So, but it's all natural progression. Like, and we're doing well right now. Like, if nothing changed, hey, Q, we're happy, man.
Yes. Yeah. I love it, man. Listen, I want to put the cherry on top because you have listed name after name of people that's on the team. You talked about, the people that you care about. So I want to put the cherry on top. I want to hammer home relationships. So tell me how important relationships have been to you as, growing your business. Just tell me, is relationships really, really that important to you?
It's the most important thing you can have. Like, I have a phenomenal relationship with my entire family. I have
Hmm.
a deep rooted one with my brother, even though he's not local. We see each other at least once a month. We fly to each other. It's been, I've had those bonds that can't break. There's no judgment, no matter what. You're still there for them. You love each other, and that translated so much to business. Like now, instead of us going to see what the most margins we can get, or whatever the type of value exchange you have with whatever relationship, it's like I would rather have ones with people that I care about that also are exactly linear, feet pointed in the exact direction as mine. Like if we're pointed in a little bit direction difference over time, we'll be so far apart. Like
Um,
have to be on the same journey. And that's why this has been so great. I know exactly where all of my investors' kids are going to school, what their families got going, and if they're going through something difficult, we give them a call. Hey, how's that going? Anything we can do to help? I know some of our tenants. Some of our tenants have became investors with us. Our employees, I mean, we talk to them daily. So we know what everything's going on. And it's just, man, there's nothing more important in life than relationships. And I think it's more about the really important close ones. Like I think the older I get, having less is more, but the ones that you have are extremely deep rooted and less veneer. So
yeah.
that's the biggest thing for me is just like having extremely trustworthy relationships where you can be unapologetically honest.
Hmm.
And that's just how we operate, man. Like people will call, especially me. I get it all the time. I'm way too direct and brash, but that's just how I have to be. And I want to be that because even if I'm not giving you the answer you want to hear, it's from a place of care because I actually need to tell you what you need to hear. And that's just with
Yeah.
anyone. And I expect the same.
Man, this has been refreshing, man. I'm telling you, like, I love listening to you talk. I love listening to you talk about your core principles, accountability, building your community. Like I said, community. I believe healing happens in community. So when you are aligned with the right people, you can take on anything. And it sounds like you are exactly in line with the people you're supposed to be in line with. And it's no surprise to me that you guys are having the success that you're having. So I really appreciate you coming through. If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, learn more about what you're doing, what's the best way for me to get in contact with you?
Yeah, and thank you so much for having me on. So the best way to get in contact with us is just we have all of our information on NordicINV.com. So Igloo Nancy Victor, or short for invest. So
Gotcha.
NordicINV.com, or if you want to send one direct, it's just Kevin KEVIN at NordicINV.com is my email. So that's the easiest way to get a hold of us. Or if you want to just look in the newspaper and anything in Seattle, we're going to start making some headlines. I think we already have, but it'll just continue to keep moving forward because nothing's going to stop us.
Mm, absolutely. Man, This has been great, man. I got to tell you, it's been really, really great talking to you. Thank you for your time, first of all, because time is valuable, right? Thank you for your story, man. And I use the word story because I believe every last one of us have a story. Nothing in this world moves without story. So thank you for giving us the gift of your vulnerability, telling us, some of your core values, but also telling us the things that your business is doing in the community. Thank you for talking about the brotherhood. Thank you for saying that you look at your brothers and tell them that you love them. I tell all my brothers around me, listen, I'm going to tell you that I love you. Like that's one of the most manly things that I can do is to let you know, listen, bro, I love you. I have a saying. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a scripture. It says that a brother is born for time of adversity, and a friend loveth at all times. That's what I want to be to the men in my life. I'm here for the adverse time. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down with you. We're gonna talk about it like men. And guess what? At the end, I'm gonna say, I love you, bro. I'm still here for you. How you doing? You feeling okay? Tell me about yeah. So we're gonna attack on both ends. We gonna hold accountability, but I'm gonna let you know there's room for you to feel this love. And so I appreciate you saying that, and I just appreciate your perspective, the way you think, man. I appreciate it. So this has been great for me. I appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah, likewise, Q, man. I could feel the same energy, man. It's just, I think, there's always ways to look at it, glass half full or glass half empty. And, I would say we got to all be better and come together as a community, as a nation. And it's just people that are out there doing business. There's a lot more than profits. Giving back's a lot more important. And, just taking care of your neighbor and the people in your micro. If everyone focused on that, we'll have a way bigger macro. And, if you want to be around us and you want that energy, you just come to Nordic because we're just going to continue on this mission.
I got you, man. Absolutely. So again, man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And listen, y'all heard Mr. Kevin. Y'all heard what type of energy, what type of time he on. Y'all heard it. I keep telling you, we're going to continue to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Kevin. So please go ahead and subscribe. That way, when that alert comes off, you just come in and just get this dynamic content. And so, Mr. Kevin, sir, thank you again. And to everyone else, we will see you on the next time.
Thank you, Q.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.